Now, everyone knows Britain now has a shortage of HGV drivers. That's causing chaos, upending supply chains, disrupting our ports, and helping to drive up inflation. When you can't get the right goods and components to the right depots, warehouses, shops and factories at the right time, prices rise. And of course, a shortage of HGV drivers was central to recent concern over fuel shortages, which led to panic buying, of course, as drivers queued up at petrol stations to fill their tanks to the brim. Amidst this national lack of lorry drivers, a row's broken out between ministers and Britain's biggest haulage lobbying group. Government sources say trust between the Road Haulage Association and the Department of Transport is now broken, with relations, quotes, in deep freeze, following claims that the RHA is biased against Brexit and helped to spark the recent fuel crisis. The Road Haulage Association speaks for thousands of logistic firms across the UK, but Transport Secretary Grant Shapps has accused the trade body of leaking comments from a confidential telephone conference call to the press, in which BP said it was reducing deliveries to some petrol stations because of a driver shortage, which set off panic buying. To this heady brew of intrigue must be added the DVLA, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency. DVA is sitting on 54,000 HGV licences, many of them renewals, that await processing. And now, in a bid to head off a strike, the government's promised DVLA staff hundreds of pounds in extra pay, with ministers concerned industrial action by public sector unions would make the HGV driver backlog even worse. On top of all that, ministers have decided that foreign lorry drivers can make unlimited numbers of UK pickups and drop-offs within a fixed period, in a change to the so-called cabotage laws. Yet these new rules, designed to prevent product shortages in the run-up to Christmas, may not come in for months. And the Road Haulage Association is anyway warning these rule changes would allow overseas haulage firms to do, quotes, unlimited work at low rates, undercutting UK hauliers. And now, Sharon Graham, the new leader of Unite, has weighed in, describing the treatment of UK HGV drivers as nothing short of a disgrace. The UK's second largest union has threatened to launch the largest lorry drivers' strike since the 1979 winter of discontent, which, if it happens, could bring the UK economy to a standstill. Our logistics industry is in a mess, and the mess is likely to get worse before it gets better. At the heart of the mess, a gaping lack of people to drive the lorries upon which so much of our economy depends. And that's our On the Money debate today. Whose fault is the HGV driver shortage?